Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 79, recorded in Kendy's box room.
You do get awful impatient.
I do get awful impatient.
Are you recording now? No. Wait.
No.
No.
You're recording now.
Come here, did you hear the did you listen at all back to the quiz, no?
No, not a word.
Alright, we just listen to the start of it.
Why is it bad?
No, it's not bad at all. It's an insight into both of our heads. The first 30 seconds.
Well, sure, maybe on this episode, we could probably, when we get this edited up, we could put the first 30 seconds in at this point here, just to give people an idea of what they're thinking
It's
about.
an idea of what Ray has to deal with every day, and then what I have to deal with every day as well.
Right, well, I'll dicky that up, so when we're putting this episode out now, I'll put it in right here.
I put up a message to page, Ray, saying that you've got 10 minutes to get in, or we're going to start.
No, I need to copy. I'm going to put the details in the thing and the people can start joining.
Yeah, but just put up a wee message saying, just so you know, we are starting in 10 minutes, folks. 10 minutes, folks.
Are you putting that up on the Instagram?
No, I'm going to put it up in that page.
Oh, hold on, no. I'm going to put in. Look at me.
Yeah, sorry, Ray. Sorry.
I'm now going to put the details so people can log in.
Yeah, I know.
People are just going to start coming in.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
that's all.
Yeah, that's all. Okay.
Now I don't know what that was. Obviously.
Yeah.
30 seconds later now, and I don't know.
It wasn't much but it let you take from what you will. Listen.
Yeah. How are you, Kendy?
Listen to the tone in Ray's voice.
All right. Not one of them, is it? Am I going to object to this being included?
I don't know. I'm not too bad, Ray. The sun is shining. I can see the neighbours out and about. They're doing some work around here, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rip the moss clean up out of my garden, and it looks like Wimbledon out the back of everyone else's gardens from here. You want to see it?
Golf courses.
There's neighbours across from us, Ray, right? Now, she has him working like a dog. You know what the neighbours right behind us, Ray, that we'd be looking at?
The one that built the path last year.
The one that built the path last year. She has him working like a dog, Ray. There's no break for him on this quarantine. Wait to see, right? She has the lawn redone, reseeded, right?
Yeah.
She has a 2-person couch out in the garden, right? An outdoor couch. She has a hanging swing, like a cross between a sex swing and something that you sit on in Hawaii, right?
A what? A hanging?
Like a hanging, a hanging swing.
A swing?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was there.
There's like a cross between something you see in Hawaii and something that you see in a dungeon in Epstein's house. And she had 2 parasails, whatever. What are they called? A parakeet. What are they called?
A parasail. Parasol.
A parasol. What?
Yeah.
Parasol. She have 2 parasols out there. She have wicker. She have a new shed. She have the whole lot, man. He's worried like a dog, man, working out the back, so he is. He's having a break now and having a wee drink for himself, but I'd say she'd have him back out again working.
Would you be inclined to report the old bit of
what, to the ISPCH?
The ISPCH.
It's a husband.
What does that sound? Husbands. Yeah. You came up with that far too quickly. Have you would you have back garden envy now, would you?
Well, a little bit, because he's obviously been working. Sorry, she's obviously had him working on it for a long time, man, and I'm still trying to dig up the moss out of my one. The moss gone very bad in the back garden.
As much as I'd love to discuss your backyard,
that's all I have.
That's all you have. Oh, great! Well,
great. It's a quarantine, man. I haven't been doing nothing else.
Welcome to episode 79.
Yep.
And we're going to kick this episode off nicely with an interview.
Yes, that's right.
Not prepped or nothing. We're just going to go straight in there, no kissing.
Not prepped or nothing. Here's the story, right?
Yeah.
We've been discussing, giving out, debating about a program that's been on the BBC and the RTE called Normal People.
Yeah.
Right. I still haven't watched this, but I said...
You thought about watching it?
I thought about watching it, and the garden, the moss was growing. See, the moss is growing in the garden, right, you see?
Yeah.
And you couldn't get a rake, man, for loving the money. Right?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it yet. You have seen some episodes of it, Ray.
I've seen some episodes. They've been on there in the living room the odd night, and sure, like I said, nothing but riding, barreling.
Look. We said let's get it straight from the horse's Kendy, and we have an interview with a gentleman who was acting on the show.
It was
a young Sligo gentleman by the name of Killian Filan.
Before we go on here now, right? We're not going to make a show of this young lad.
No, sure. Who said we're going to? I
just don't want you to ask him, did he get the Mickey out or did he have to get the Mickey out?
I won't ask
No one needs to be asked that question.
I promise.
What time is it? It's 2:10 of a Wednesday afternoon.
Ray, I hear you.
We're on a Zoom call at the minute.
Yep.
That's where we're doing things these days, social distance. And I'm looking at it here, and Killian is in the waiting room.
Oh, lovely.
So it's actually like a proper interview.
She's
where
like
we
Graham
bring him in.
Norton.
Yeah, it's like Graham Norton.
Bang him in there anyway. So.
Oh, come here. Will you do me a favour and so we're bringing him in. Will you put on the usual big bamboo music that we do for when people come in? I'm going to admit him now. He's joining. Oh, he's going to get some hop. He's here. We have him.
I asked my woman, what could I do?
Hello.
Killian, welcome. Sorry, we're listening to a bit of Seamus Moore. Can you hear us, Killian?
He has to connect with the computer audio.
He's lagging, you see, Ray.
Is he lagging? And he does also seem to be enjoying himself.
He's either lagging or he's moving in slow-mo.
How's that now? Is that any better?
Oh,
Jesus,
we can
come
hear you
in
again
loud
there
and
now,
clear.
yeah. Did you switch the provider or something all of a sudden? You went from Vodafone to Air straight like...
I had you on a hotspot, but I put on the Wi-Fi there now, so that should be a bit better.
Come here. A couple of things first, Killian. My name is Kendy. That's me, and that's Raybo there on the other side.
I know, I recognise him.
That fella's known all around this town. So, first things first, before we get into anything, you got the quarantine haircut.
Yeah,
I sure did. My old fella did it for me.
No way, because the first thing that came up on our screen was a headshot of you, a beautiful actor's headshot, and you didn't look like that in it. I'll tell you that much.
No, I'm going to have to get a new one out.
What made you go for the quarantine haircut? You couldn't stick it, could you?
Couldn't stick it, and my old fella's bald, so he has a razor here in the house, so I just got him to do it.
Do you know what?
Was that a bonding moment? Because I tell you, that's something me and my father have never done.
No, I don't know. There was a lot of cursing now, and
I got a quarantine haircut as well.
Yeah,
I got one as well, except it was my housemate Sean O'Reilly that did it, and I gave him a beard clippers to do it. And halfway through, the nervous laughter kind of started, where he realised he was making an absolute hatchet job of it, and he kind of left.
Too bad.
He left to go downstairs to get his own trimmers, which we have established that he did use indeed on his own ball bag at some point. And that was then on my head.
Uncleaned. Completely uncleaned. Are you enjoying quarantine here in Sligo, Killian? You are?
I am. Well, like, as much as you can, I suppose. I live up in Dublin in a housing estate, but it's much nicer being out the country here. You know, you can go for a walk and stuff. So it's, I am enjoying it, yeah.
And tell me, you're full-time in Dublin, obviously, then, is it?
Yeah.
And is it the acting that you're fully pursuing? Obviously, you are now. Or are you studying, or are you doing...
Like, I am. Yeah, no, I am. I studied acting in college a few years ago and graduated there, nearly 3 years ago now. But, like, I have a part-time job as well to pay the bills.
Right.
You know, because the acting money kind of... the acting jobs kind of come and go. And when you do a big job like normal people, they pay you well, but you might get another acting job then like that for... It could be ages. So, I have a part-time job up in the Lighthouse Cinema up in Smithfield. A lot of actors actually work there. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Can I ask you now, Kendy?
Oh, sorry,
I don't mean to jump across you there, Kendy.
Let you.
But just when I did my leaving cert and I was coming out of school back in 1982, I was bad to be a sound engineer, which was very much frowned upon at the time. I'm wondering, when you were coming out of school and you were filling in the CAO form, was there actually an acting course on the CAO form that you could go for with Pint?
There is. There's actually even one in Sligo, but the one I did was in DIT up in Dublin, and what you had to do, it was kind of half based on your leaving cert, but also half based. I had to go up and do an audition kind of while I was in leaving cert. Yeah. There's plenty other courses then in England, like where you can
pay a ball of money.
Well, yeah, obviously it's a ball of money, and also, but there's other courses in Ireland you can do where you don't need a leaving cert. There'd be more private courses, but the one I did, it was with DIT.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, no, it was great. Went up there for 3 years, had a ball, and I got to go over to Chicago for a semester as well, because they kind of had this connection with an American college over there. So a few of us went over there for a few months.
And tell me, like, was that always your junior cert or your junior entrance exam? Did you go, I'm going to be an actor, like, so? Like, was it always the case?
It kind of got to the point. I suppose I kind of knew, no more than what you said there, Ray, about it kind of being frowned upon. I suppose it's not as frowned upon now, but it's definitely like I went to Summerhill, and when the teacher was going around the class saying, "Oh, what are you all going to do next year?" there definitely would have been a few sniggers when I was saying, "Oh, I'm going off doing theatre or something."
I'd have got the shit clean kicked out of me, I tell you.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. So, but I suppose it got to the stage where I kind of had to just face it and say, yeah, I suppose this is what I want to do. When it came to crunch time, I suppose that's when I admitted it. But no, I wasn't someone going around broadcasting. Oh, I want to go off and be an actor.
And did you do stuff like, I presume you did stuff while you were in school? Did you do all bits and pieces, feshes and bits
I
of
did,
musicals and the whole lot?
feshes, musicals, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
I heard you were in cahoots with a young Luke Stevani, who'd be a good friend of the podcast.
I was indeed, yeah. I was acting with Luke for years.
What's he like to work with, Luke?
Huh?
What's he like to work with, Luke Devaney?
Very professional. That's what I remember. I remember when we were kids. He just from day one he always took it very seriously.
He wouldn't come up, like he wouldn't show up maybe half an hour late and want to leave an hour early or any of that sort of stuff. No,
none of that crack. No.
Yeah, he's a snarky enough old fella. I don't know. I worked with him a few times as well. We don't really get on, like, but.
No, Luke's a good friend of mine.
We're not going to say nothing. We're not going to do this. Then I'll tell you, we're not going to get anything out of it.
I actually saw you doing a piece with Luke for the Hawkswell Theatre during this quarantine as well. So like you've obviously been on the Hawkswell stage a couple of times, have you?
I've been there a few times. Yeah. When I was a kid, I suppose, doing the feshes and musicals and stuff. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. So you're saying when you were a kid now, so you wouldn't go back to the Hawkswell stage now. You're gone too big for your boots.
That's actually bullshit. I was meant to be doing a play in May in the Hawkswell.
Well, now we're getting on. We're getting on to the right stuff because I am also an aspiring actor. I was supposed to be doing a musical in the Hawkswell with Luke Stevani and Sean's Purcell and all the crack.
Right.
And I was actually playing the lead role. I was snipping at your heels by to be the next hot prospect.
That's funny. I was chatting to Sean recently, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, I was his lead role boy, and Ray was supposed to be in it as well, Killian, but he dropped out because of the nerves. That's true.
You're disappointed. You actually know Sean, do you?
Well, I didn't know him until recently. He gave me a call there. He gave me a call there kind of at the start of the lockdown. But no, I knew of him, but I didn't.
Had he a production in mind for you? Has he something else?
Yeah, well, he was saying he had some music coming up or something. But
what?
Yeah.
No, that's not right, man. I'm his. That's just.
What part was he looking for? Did he mention a part or anything? Wasn't
the way he was talking about it seemed like the lead role. I don't know.
That's no way.
This is Wallop. What?
It was hardly you that was meant to be playing that. He was saying he was having awful trouble with the fella that was meant to be doing.
No, Killian, this is I'm ringing Sean straight after this, man. This is all Wallop. None of this this didn't sit well with me at all.
You can try your best. I'm pretty sure he blocked you at this stage. But yeah.
This is grand. Oh my! Do you know what?
Like, in fairness, Kendy, like, you know, in show business, you have it someday and then you don't have it the next. Do you know what?
But Ray, I always had it, man. Since the day I was born, my old lady told me I had it.
But did you haven't been starring in any nationwide, worldwide success shows lately, like?
Yes.
You've been sitting in the house there scratching your bag, letting Nicholas give you Pringles.
Listen, there's a show called Normal People out there, man. Kendy's writing his own thing called Tremendous People, right?
Right.
And it's the next level up, right? It's the next level up from that. You go off with your show persons there, Killian. It doesn't bother me at all.
Look at it. I know this might have coloured now the interview. In fairness, we mightn't get the same out of Mark now, considering that you might be rivals.
I think it's becoming a bit toxic. All right.
No, it's all right. It's good competitiveness, like,
You're not thick, Kendy, are you?
Not at all thick. As if I never get thick, Ray. Huh? You'd have to be troubled, man. I'm not troubled by this at all.
You look a bit flushed there now.
I just had to go as all. I can't. You finished the interview, Ray. I just have to go as all.
Right. But right, plow on. I'm going to ask you now, and I know we're probably skipping between one thing and another. Your upcoming show on the Hawkswell, Sean Purcell, that's one thing. But you were doing a show above in Dublin, and it's called. Wait till I see now, because I'm going to have to read this now here. What was it called? There's something about tides.
The Tide, yeah, that was the one I was meant to be. We were meant to be touring it to Sligo.
And have you started yet, or were you the same boat as Kendy, about to lose the role?
No, actually, we did it last year. We did it up in Dublin last year, and it went well. And
can you please explain to Kendy what's it about? Because I'm after reading what's it about.
It's about this young fella and this older lady they meet on a beach, and they both have shit lives. He's looking after his stepmother who treats him like crap, and she's wheelchair bound, and he's stuck looking after her because his father died. And then she has this horrible, abusive husband at home. And I suppose they strike up a bit of a friendship. And then as the play develops, they decide that they're going to kill each other's problems to kind of hatch this plan. Like, it's a comedy, by the way. I
Yeah.
should have probably said that earlier. It's a
Comedy.
it's a black comedy. Is that what you call
Black
it?
comedy.
Dark comedy. Yeah. So we did that up in Dublin, and it went well. And yeah, we were supposed to be going to a few venues, including the Hawkswell. But no, I think I'll be busy with this musical now, so I might have to.
You might have to, that's the main project now, is the Sean Purcell musical.
Yeah.
See, I was looking at it there, and I was kind of going. They use in the play. You use a Nissan Micra, a cabbage, and the memory of a dead goldfish to hatch a plot to make your dreams come true.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
That's
the
all you
goldfish
need.
was like she killed the stepmother. One of my childhood memories was her killing my prized goldfish, and yeah, that was one of the many things she did to spite me.
And tell me, is there a drop of romance between the young fella and the old one?
No, there's not.
Oh, I thought that's the way it was.
Gutter,
I thought it was getting very sinister for a sec. I thought this was going to be.
Yeah, well, no, well, I think at the start of the play, you're not the only one to think that, but no, it didn't go down that route.
Right. Okay.
Right. Good. We're glad. And come here then. You were at that. How in the name of God did you get in on the normal people's thing? Did you audition for it, or was it? Did it get presented to you?
No, I had to audition. Yeah. Like you saw yourself, even though I have a tiny part in it, I still had to do 4 or 5 rounds of auditions and had to send in some tapes, kind of. But yeah, I have an agent up in Dublin. I'm with an acting agency, and so the way it works is they'll get an email in saying, "Oh, we're looking for young people in this age bracket or whatever." And then the fact that it was set in Sligo, I was like, "Jesus, I'd love to get an audition for this." So I sent them an email saying I'd love to audition, and yeah, I went in and did a few different rounds. And then they was kind of around this time last year, actually, they sent me an email saying they'd give me the part of Jack. And
your part was it in a couple of shows? You see, this is the thing, me and Mark have done loads of research on this, we've done nothing about it. I don't think
No, you've seen it, Ray, in
your
fairness.
part. I've seen maybe 2 episodes, and it was mostly barreling, if I'm honest. There were the more barreling of I'd say all the 12 episodes.
No, I'd never heard that term. I've lived in Sligo, and I'd never heard that barreling term.
We're not from Sligo.
Yeah.
I'm Mayo, and he's Roscommon.
That's
So
that's a country term, boy. That's
Okay.
he was barreling it into her abroad the dance floor.
Well, look, we'll get in. We're going to get deep into the barreling later, Ray. I think because I have 1,000 questions to ask. But let's get to the bottom of how he got in, what it was like. Do the nice stuff first.
What part did you play, or what were you actually doing in it?
In my so he's in school, and the main fella's in school.
This is Connell. Yeah.
He's in the book of the chain.
Yeah.
He's in school in Tubbercurry. Well, they changed the name, but he's in Tubbercurry anyway, and I'm just one of his school friends. You know, I'm kind of. There's 2 of us. He had his 2 main school friends, you know, who were Rob and Eric, and then there's the 2 tag-alongs, and I was one of the tag-alongs, pretty much. Yeah.
Lovely. That'd be my kind of part in a show like that. That's the kind of thing I go for.
It was a lovely kind of sweet spot to be in, because I was there for. Even though I wasn't saying much or doing much, then like I had to be in a lot of the scenes because, you know, we're kind of there in the background. We're part of the gang. Along. Yeah, tag along. That's it.
But tell me, Killian, is that your first time delving into TV or film or in that capacity?
Well, it was the biggest thing I'd ever done. Like I'd done loads of short films and kind of low budget things up in Dublin, but that were the, you know, but never to the extent of that. I wouldn't have a big crew or anything like that. You know,
so you probably learned a lot even just from being there and watching what goes on. Like,
well, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, that was just the sweet spot of being just being on the set, and there wasn't that much focus on me, so I was able to, you know, learn and see what the other actors were doing and stuff. It is a great way of getting in. I know a lot of filmmakers and stuff that go on and do extra work on these big shows just to people that want to work in the film industry. They'll go on and do extra work just so they can see how a film set works. So maybe that'd be something you could do now if you're.
Well, see, Kendy has participated in a short film.
Oh, yeah?
Rory's Maitland did short films with Kendy now.
That's right.
Not so bad.
Very short film. It was 1 minute. In 1 minute on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
I fell in love, she got sick and she died. In 1 minute. That's all it takes to make a film. You know?
Very, very, it was very good now in fairness. But it was good that you got the wee bit of experience, you know, on the short films.
Yeah,
at least you can say that you, like, the 2 of you can say now that you both did short films.
Well, me Ray, you don't realize with me and Killian here, you're dealing with some grade A actors here. Like, in fairness. Like, you're very lucky, man, to be sitting in this seat. Like, but come here. So listen, let's get down to it. So, right?
Let's do it now.
Right.
All
now,
of a sudden-
I feel this is going to get risky now.
Oh, it
What?
ain't getting that risky. Look, we're here to learn. That's all. Sometimes when a man and a woman love each other very much,
Okay.
listen, right? We get thrusted into the depths of quarantine, right? People go mad over that fella who has a big load of tigers running around the place, Smokey Joe, Exotic Joe, and they go mad after that over normal people all around the world. From what I've actually heard is it actually is supposed to be an unbelievable show. I think the reason that the sex content has taken over is because it's fucking Ireland and people are ringing Joe Duffy giving out, man, and Joe Duffy's rubbing his nipples while it's happening, loving it all, like. You know,
From the savage eye.
yeah.
I honestly think the Joe Duffy stuff helped it quite a bit. I didn't think they realised it helped it, but everybody that rang in to give out about it
Yeah.
promoted the show, which is one of them rare moments where bad publicity becomes good publicity. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like they say, all publicity is good publicity. You know,
Yeah.
But like the show made its way all the way over to America. Like your man, you were saying, Ray, James Corden, like was chatting about it and everything.
Aye.
Like
The Kendys.
Like it's mad that a show that was set out in Tobercurry, like a couple of minutes out the road. Come here, before we move on and let you go or whatever, I have one more question that I think has to be asked, and most of the Kendy Raybo podcast listeners will be wondering. No, Ray, it's serious. Please, now let me say my piece. Right?
Right. We cut this out.
No, we won't. No, because this is a serious question. I'm sorry, Killian, no, but I need you to answer it truthfully.
Oh, Christ, all right.
Are you annoyed you didn't get a sex scene?
I am definitely not. No.
If the price was right, would you go full frontal on a TV show?
It's not about the money. It's not about the money, Mark.
You just want the exposure.
He just like to be asked.
No.
Were you present for any of the more intimate scenes? No.
I don't know. Do you be inviting everyone into your room? No, of course not.
No.
I
you're
was
right.
playing his friend.
Yeah, his tag-along friend, but just tag-along friends in Ireland, they can be an awful dose. You'd be, tipping away with someone, and if we stood outside the shagging door asking, "Do you want a cup of tea?"
No, I definitely wasn't. No, the way they did that very professionally, like they only had the people that needed to be there.
Yeah, not the tag-along friends.
Yeah,
No,
that whole
definitely
bunch you standing in the corner. Go on, Seamus. You.
I'll hold the camera.
No.
Look, that's all I wanted to know. I'm done.
That's brilliant. Killian, I have to say, this was good crack. I tell you.
Yeah, it was good crack, right?
And your next production, I think we should get you back on and we'll talk about that then. We'll know nothing about it.
Yeah, that'll be the musical.
Yeah.
Oh, will it? Yeah. I bring a show person straight away, man.
Jesus Christ. Well, I think you'll make a better job of it, man.
No, but look, I'm going to say, either it's me or him, Sean. You know.
Well, that's what it's more him now at the minute if he's ringing him.
Oh, shite. I'm going to say I can change, Sean. I do whatever you want. Listen, Killian, thank you very much indeed for joining us. I hope we didn't wreck your skull, and best luck with the acting. And we'll get back on to you again, boy. We know Celebrity Ray.
Yeah, we do. We do. Him and Buzzy Gagnon.
Buzzy Gagnon. We're going to be. Oh, you're not going to hear the last of us, boy. That's for sure. I bring in you every day.
Well, I'll let you go.
Thanks a million, Killian. Good luck, boy. I'll tell you what. He's a fine looking young fella, huh? He is slick looking young fella.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a younger, better looking Kendy. That's what I saw in him.
It's a Brad Pitt. He looks like a young Brad Pitt.
He shaved his can, Ray. If I shaved my can, I'd look like I was sick. He shaved his can, man, and he looks unbelievable. He'd turn you. That young fella would turn you. Huh?
Nice to see you enjoy the look of him.
He'd make me contemplate me Mrs. Ray. That's the way he'd be going.
But would he be as good and useful around the house as a Nicola?
Well, you see, there's like I always say, there's a lot of value in having a Nicola, you know?
Yeah.
And it's where you find that value. And quarantine has taught me a lot. I got this weird theory, Ray, in my head, that Nicola's trying to fatten me up like they used to do in that old nursery rhyme. Because since quarantine's kicked in, man, she's cooking new shit every day. Doesn't matter what time of day or night it is or morning. And Kendy's getting fat as a fool, man.
What weight are you now? Have you gone up much?
I'd be the far side. There was a time in my life, Ray, where I was at a stagnant 66.
66, right?
right? And to have stagnant now for a long time, she was dormant, like.
And have you weighed yourself recently?
I'm afraid to. I'd say I'd be up around the far side of 70. 100%.
Is there a weighing scales in the house?
There's no weighing scales in the house. I won't buy one, man.
I've one. I'll lend it to you. Oh, definitely. I nearly drive over one now when you're on the call.
For fuck's sake.
I'd say you're the far side of 70, though, just
Do you
looking
reckon?
at you.
But you
Oh,
reckon,
yeah.
like, is it a worry if I'm 76 now? Is that bad, like?
Well, it's not necessarily a worry, but it just shows you, like, if I'm down to 86, the gap between me and you isn't far, like.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer together.
Yeah, you won't be able to do your jokes, your usual kind of, you put your hand in my direction and go, it's probably all this that's causing you all your problems.
Do you know what Keith Reynolds said to me on the phone a couple of days ago? With the utmost of honesty, man.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I can't wait till the day you're fat.
I'd be in that group. We have a WhatsApp group. We have let's hope Mark gets fat. WhatsApp group.
I'm not getting far off it, man.
And you're not doing the 5K challenges.
No,
you were added to that.
Yeah, I know. I haven't done it at all since, man. I can't get the motivation upon inside myself. And you're walloping it out of it.
Just for the people at home now, we were a small invite-only WhatsApp group was set up for like-minded fitness-needing individuals. And it's the 5K challenge group. And there's a few of us in it. And everybody posts details of their 5K challenge run. Now, by the looks of it, nobody in that group has any problem doing 5K. That's my first problem with the group, because everybody's doing 5, 6, and 10 in record time.
Yeah, they've stopped doing the 5Ks now and they're doing 10.
Yeah, here's me struggling. I did 3.2 yesterday.
Yeah,
that's about as much as I can get. And only my mother rang me and interrupted the whole thing. I'm delighted she rang me, if I'm honest.
No, but Ray, that's really good though, because like you were never ever big into running or whatever. I thought when we started this 5K thing, right? I haven't ran in about 3 years since I played football. I said, yeah, Nick, I'm going to go out there and do a 5K for the boys.
Yeah.
3 kilometers in, Ray. My heart nearly came up my arse, man.
You were dragging that 76 kgs around the place.
Oh, man.
That's heavy weight.
It was unbelievable. I nearly keeled over. And then the boys put up 10Ks on the yoke. But you know the thing about that group is?
What?
Every time someone puts it up, man, it's like young ones on Instagram.
I don't like that.
We're all like, way to go. Fair play to you. You're so boy.
But you heard what I said.
What?
I said that I'm not enjoying the way that people react to my run. So when I do, last night I did 3.2K, right? The way I was reared and the environment I grew up in, when you did something, you don't get praise, you get abused.
Yeah.
Right?
That
you
is the
get
praise.
told how shite you are, you get told what a shite bag you are, how bad you are, how piss poor the attempt was.
Yeah. Who hurt you?
That doesn't happen.
Who hurt you?
I think it all starts with me father. He never appreciated my skills.
Fucking hell.
But it's true, actually. Yeah, so that's why I'd like more abuse on that WhatsApp group. I don't want this fair play to you crack.
Well, there's a lot of abuse, man. The one thing that we do very well is abuse.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes it's nice just to say fair play to everyone. I feel like we
don't
say fair play to me enough.
Yeah, but the fair play to you, it's nice to get it after a very long string of abuse. You abuse, and then eventually go, but not fairness. Fair play.
No, I'm only messing. No, fair play to you.
I'm only messing. Yeah. Fair play to you.
Yeah. That's what you need. Also, have you noticed the lack of vagina? And not in the physical term, not as in there's no girls in that group. As in it is not like a stag group. Actually,
now that you mention it, there has been not a single video of a JJ McLaughlin since it started.
No, there was one.
It's just been.
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's one. Was it one?
So there was one video put up a couple of days ago on it of
oh God,
woman.
I know the video.
It was a customer service issue, Ray.
Yeah.
There was a customer service issue in a Starbucks or a coffee shop somewhere. Obviously, the woman was looking for a complaint form, which was not available. So, because she couldn't get the complaint form, she decided to express it quite artistically, I must say. It was like an interpretive dance where she squatted, took a shite in the ground and threw it at the gentleman behind the counter.
They got the regular serviettes and wiped their arse through that at them as well.
So, that was upsetting.
That was the only video that was put into the group other than runs.
This is the only video put into that group, yes. And
maybe
every
she had a
other
different
group
type
I'm
of
in
runs.
is full of fanny. It's all of them. So
Oh.
it's a weird environment that we're in, Ray, in that 5K group. I don't think either of us are used to it.
Do you know when you're talking about WhatsApp groups? I've
Mhm.
noticed that there has been a new video has started popping up in some of my WhatsApp groups, and they're coming from some new websites. I know you aware of this.
What?
You're giving me the funny looks there now on the Zoom. Hugging.
Okay.
You know the way it's kind of forbidden now, and
Yeah.
you know it's not. You're not supposed to be hugging people
Yeah.
from outside your own household.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've been getting occasional hugging videos where, you know, like you'd have all girl hugs, you'd have girl on girl hugs, you'd have
Are
it
they
was,
the new explicit dirty videos? It's hugging
yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, because you're not so frowned upon, like.
It's
You
like going
can't be
back to the
hugging.
old days when has he touched their leg? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Yeah,
after
there was
touching their
girl
leg.
on girl, there was three-way hugging, right? There's lads driving up, lads and lassies driving up to certain secluded spots up in Dorley Park.
Oh.
They're clutching. There's cuckold hugs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What, was
Where
that
the
you hugging
husband-
someone else's missus?
where you get to watch someone hug your missus, you know?
Have you seen the Bukkake hug? It's where a
What?
load of fellas come and hug the same girl.
Big black lad, small little blondie one. She wasn't able to walk right for a week after that
After
hug.
that, he squeezed the life out of her.
I did. Oh no, don't get me wrong. She enjoyed it, like, you know.
But he
she watched
squeezed.
it.
Yeah, she wanted the hug to be that hard squeezed. I mean,
Oh God! And then of course you've got self hugging. You know. You know when you do
hugging the
when you
head
put
off
your
yourself.
No, when you put your hands behind your back like that, when
Yeah.
it makes it look like someone's giving you a hug, but it's not. It's you giving yourself a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
In this day and age, now I find I would do that once or twice a day.
Oh,
Self hugging.
Jesus Christ!
And have you heard it? Then there's obviously organized crime will get involved when there's something that, like, if they tell you can't have the marijuana,
Mhm.
you'll find it elsewhere.
Yeah. If there's money to
You
be
know.
made, they'll find a way of making the money out of it.
Yes. So the government says you can't have you can't have hugging now. Nobody can be hugging anyone. So what's happened is now there's women working as huggers.
No. Is there?
Yeah.
Right.
In houses. You go to a house, right?
Right.
And there might be 2 or 3 huggers working in the house.
Oh,
And you get
Jesus.
maybe 15 minutes hugging them.
Oh, right.
And you
Okay.
pay them and you
How
leave.
much?
It's apparently €50. I'm told.
Jesus Christ.
15 minutes hug.
But come here, do you know what the thing about that is? I mean, there's some very liberal, super liberal countries in the world, like, who are open to a lot of stuff. I have a feeling in a place like Amsterdam,
You think there'd be a hugging district
I think there could be a hugging district.
where they'd be checking for coronavirus as you go into it?
Yeah,
Do you know, and if you're clear, you can go in and you can hug on anyone you like.
100%. Yeah, you go into the room, they'll check you for coronavirus, and then you can hug
Yeah.
your one for 15
Yeah.
minutes. And
I
if you
don't
want,
know how.
if you want to turn her around and hug her back, it's an extra 30.
What to call that? Reverse
Huh?
hugging.
Reverse hugging. Reverse cuddle girl.
That's very good.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, fucking, that's amazing.
That's funny, isn't it?
That's very
I'll
good.
tell you
man.
all the websites now you've been on to.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Cuddle hub.
Pornhug.
Yup, you buy ya. Unbelievable, man. That's so good. Oh, that's fucking savage.
I'm actually in tears.
That's
I gotta take off
savage,
the
right?
glasses.
Pornhug. That's the name of the episode, man.
That is it, yeah. All right.
That's so good, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I've noticed is the innovation of businesses, Ray, is unbelievable. We're all ordering feckin' Lily's cocktails all of a sudden.
That's
Isn't that
right. Oh, I got
unbelievable?
Lily's cocktails.
Yes, and so did I.
I have a pile of this stuff to do, actually. You're right. Thanks for reminding me.
I got an espresso Kendy out of there, Ray, and it was
Did ya?
unbelievable. And it came with they were like, put it in the fridge for 15 minutes, shake it up, and put it back out. They're doing their orders again right now. Huh?
They didn't say to shake it. They said don't shake it.
No, they said shake the martini.
Oh, maybe the martini, because I
Yeah.
got a Long Island rice tea.
You got a Long Island rice cake. Okay.
Rice tea. I got Long Island rice teas, so I did. They were lovely.
Oh,
They were delicious.
seriously, no. Jamie Cawley is barreling out the fucking cocktails above.
Do you notice they've changed their ordering setup now? There was a case where there was, I think it was done online. It was done online.
Yeah.
Now it's just give Jamie a call.
Give Jamie a call.
Give
Because
Jamie
their
a call.
system is down apparently from how busy it's been. But if you want to ring Jamie, what you should do is, because Jamie's mad busy, like about 18 hours a day making cocktails and taking the orders, just ring him for a chat anyway.
Yeah, just ring him and just chat to him.
Just ring, please, all the listeners at the Kendy Raybo podcast, will you go on to the Lily's Instagram page or their Facebook page, find the number that you need, and just ring
hold
Jamie.
on, Jaxie.
Just
I'm
ring Jamie
already
for a
on
chat.
it here.
Okay,
I'll tell
here
you
we
now.
go.
You can contact Jamie on 087 956 1080.
Now,
So if you want cocktails, you call Jamie on 087 956 1080.
and like I said, if you don't want cocktails, ring him anyway.
Just ring him for
Just
the
ring
chat.
him for the chat, but don't get to the point very quick with them. Just be like, well, what's crack, man? Or you busy, is it? Yeah, or whatever. Like, please do that. He loves it. Jamie is mad for people to ring him nowadays.
Yeah, and the phone lines are open. I think the phone from 1 to 4 every day.
Mm-hmm.
No, just today, tomorrow, and Friday.
Yeah, today, tomorrow, and Friday, and they will do your cocktails Friday evening, Saturday evening, and Sunday evening this week, and they are unreal. But like I
And
said,
you get shammed out of it.
you get sham clean out of it, Ray. We do our quiz every Saturday, and Kendy out of it. Go on.
Did you see how shammed out of it I got, though?
Yeah, because you weren't doing our quiz last Saturday.
No, the Saturday before, that's when I got the Lily's cocktails. It was the weekend before I
yeah,
got the Long Island rice teas. And I got in just trouble on the quiz on the Saturday night because I was too shammed out of it for the quiz.
Ray got so shammed out of it 2 weeks ago on our quiz, right? That it came to Ray's round, which before he was shammed out of it was already the most complicated round that I've ever heard.
No, you have to give me now right reply here.
Okay.
Right? Right. I come into the quiz with 2 questions.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to give people the 2 questions. They're handy enough questions. How many rules has Jules Lupo got? You know, in their song.
Mhm.
Rules. How many rules? That's a handy one.
Yep.
That's don't pick up the phone, don't let him in, and don't be his friend.
Yeah. No.
They were the 3 rules. And then the
Perfect.
last one then was Shania's Twain. What 4 things didn't impress her much?
No.
And they are Brad Pitt, rocket scientists, cars, and Elvis.
No.
Sure, everybody knows that.
That is very simple the way you've explained that.
Thank you.
But-
Now, I thought I'll get 7 questions out of this, and I'm going to come up with, what was I come up with? I had 5 more questions just like that. And I was doing that as the quiz began. So I was under pressure. I was shammed out of it.
Right, okay. But also, you didn't, what you've just read there was coherent and very cognitive, well thought out.
Yeah.
That's not the way it happened on the night.
Give us an
Ray-
example of one of
Ray
the not so.
So Ray said pretty much, it went something like this. What are the 4 things that does not impress Shania Twain that much? I might give you a point. No. I'm going to give you 1 point if you get 4. No. I'll give you 3 points there if you get 2 points if you get 1. And now during the song as well, so what were the things? You know, in the middle of it, after every verse, she used to say something. And then, so what was it that she used to say? You know, the things that didn't impress her. And Ray, I had to mute everyone. I was going, how am I supposed to get this when Ray is talking the whole way through it?
What about my third question? Where did Shaggy get caught? What 4 places did Shaggy get caught? Now, and then I said, and there was a 5th place, but you can't really call it a place because it was a thing.
Yeah.
So you can't. I'm not going to give a point for the thing. I just want to give 1 point if you can get all four places. But look, if you only get 2 places, I'll give you the point anyway because I know that's a hard stop.
You changed the rules. Yeah, you have to get all 4, lads, not the place or thing. No, get 2 and I'll give you the points. But you have to get all 4 though. I was like, what are you on about? What is this? It was so complicated, Ray. Please.
But in my head, thanks to Lily's and the Long Island rice teas, I was completely coherent and I was speaking really well.
You definitely
and it was
were.
a savage round.
It was one of the first times, because that quiz is tremendous fun. It was one of the first times that I saw a grouping of people
Get vexed.
actually get vexed and be like,
Yeah.
what is going on, Ray?
With the exception of Paul Newells.
Who was, yeah.
Paul Newells, who got all 7 right. because he's the only one out of the whole group. It would be a group of primarily musicians.
Yeah.
And a lot of you have now resorted to using iPads for songs.
Yeah.
As in, you don't know the words of songs anymore. So you have to read the song off the iPad.
100%.
But Paul never got into the iPad business. And he knows every song off by heart. So as soon as I asked him, how many ways did Paul Simon say you could leave your lover in 50 ways to leave your lover?
Yeah.
Paul knew them instantly.
Yeah, he had them off. Yeah, he was
and
very
no
good.
distraction would bother him.
No, I'd tell you this was fair distracted for everyone else. But please, when you come up with a more coherent round, Ray, for the next time. It was actually a great round. That's the worrying thing. It's a great round to do.
I was shamed out of it when I tried to do it.
And you made it sound like we were, I don't know, trying to find like a secret treasure or something like it.
But I've done the round since on a different quiz, and I was sober, and it worked fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
So the problem is, don't order Lily's cocktails, lads. That's what we're trying to tell you the whole time.
Yeah, don't. But call Jamie for the chat.
Call Jamie for the chat. Don't get the cocktails.
Yeah.
And with that we can't leave on a better note.
No, but I have to tell you something else.
Oh, go on.
Another bit.
Go on.
Have you tried out the EJ's Menswear ordering online crack?
Do you know what? I haven't tried it yet, Ray. I haven't tried it yet.
Is it because you like the personal touch where you get to go in with your trousers when they're too small for you now that you're a big fat bastard?
I love to get personally touched by some of the staff.
Yeah.
You hit it there, Ray. That's exactly what it is. I love when I go into EJ's and I say I'm just looking for a new pair of pants there.
Yeah.
Halton. Right? And Halton says, I say, them ones are a wee bit tight, Halton. Can we do something? He says, let me run my hand up your leg and we'll get your measurements. And Ray, that's what it's all about. That's what we're missing with the online shopping. Halton rubbing the inside of your leg.
Well, I'll tell you, Halton has now changed. This is Mark Halton now that we're talking about. He'd be one of the main men there on EJ's Menswear.
That's
and
right.
looks after myself and Kendy. He'd have our customer account, if you will,
yes,
as the podcast.
The business card is on the account, yeah.
I went on the website and I ordered myself a new hoodie.
Oh, brilliant. Jack and Jones?
No.
Diesel?
I went super dry.
Oh!
You don't like super dry? Or is it just a case?
I don't want to shit like that's good. People should wear super dry, but I thought you were stepping outside the box.
Well, it's back into the box I used to be in before the Jack and Jones box.
Yeah, but that's the same box, right?
I suppose it's the same box. No, but anyway, I ordered
super dry and
lovely, tasty super dry, not with a big gammy, thing across the front.
Sorry, Ray.
Small.
Before we go any further, how do you know if someone's jacket is super dry? He'd have an eyebrow piercing.
What? Is that true? I suppose when you think about it.
It's not fucking true. Don't put that in. I'm actually slating half the country who wears super dry. Don't put that in.
No, that's marvellous crack. We leave that in. I'm just crying. I'm looing for someone to pull you up on something stupid that you said. I'm leaving that in.
Oh, shite.
Now, I ordered my super dry hoodie, and a day later, I got a phone call from a really nice, classy sounding lady.
Oh, lovely.
Right? And I didn't realise that EJ was an equal opportunities employer and they had ladies in the office.
There's a young one in the office.
They have 2 young ones up in the office.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. At least they're getting a few pounds. Not as much as the boys, but at least they're getting a few pounds to work. That's savage, Ray.
So she was above anyway. Above, not as much as the boys. Oh, you're a bad bastard. That just sounded like your usual slight against women.
What?
No?
No.
Right. Anyway, this lovely lady rang me and she said, hello, you've ordered a super dry hoodie on... I can't even look at your face. You've ordered a super dry hoodie online. I'm afraid we don't have your size now in stock, right? But
extra
she says,
medium.
I was getting a large
in
the one I was looking for. And which is a big, to come down from the extra larges I would have been accustomed to previously.
Brilliant.
So she says, so we don't have the largest stock, but Mark has informed me that we have another one in that size and you would like it.
That is customer service, boy.
So I was nervous. I thought I was going to get a Calvin Klein jumper, and I know that's a really I'd be stepping outside my box.
That's stepping outside the box, yeah.
I get a phone call, Tom, in the van, DJ's van, tipping around Sligo. And I'd say he does this in every town in Ireland. The man must be driven dimensions, driving around Ireland.
Driven the van,
and delivering all DJ's jumpers. But he rang me and he said, I'm going to be at your house in 90 seconds and I'm going to throw this into you.
Oh, lovely. Unbelievable, isn't it? That's some service.
And he complimented. He said, you're looking fierce well. I was going, great. I got a new jumper and a compliment.
Oh, but that's the best day ever.
And they threw in a pair of socks.
And
some protein nuts.
What? Good for you, Jab.
Yeah, the good for you protein nuts.
Oh, a hint.
A hint.
They sent you a hint as well.
Keep it up.
Keep it up is what that hint is.
But I have to say, Mark Halton, yeah, you got me well. It was a beautiful hoodie that landed in the post for me that Tom dropped off.
Yep.
And I was delighted with my life. And I just went out for a walk at that very moment and I styled it off down the town.
Yup, and how do we get a few looks?
I got serious looks. But sure, I had my age-defying haircut as well that Sean's Riley got me.
No.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what the thing about EJs is? They have the finest gear in the country, right?
Mm.
The staff is unbelievable when you go in there. You feel like John Travolta walking in, right?
Yeah.
Every week, they do tremendous promotions.
Mm-hmm.
But what they do with those tremendous promotions, because they're so successful, is they get half the country to buy that tremendous promotion. And then when I see Savage gear that's on promotion, I can't buy it because I think half the town will be wearing it. They put up a 3-piece tracksuit on, Ray, a diesel.
And then half the town buy it.
No, but it's unreal. It's the finest tracksuit I've ever seen. And they're doing it all, man, for 99 quid. The best diesel gear, and Kendy terrified to buy it. So, Halton, if you're listening, if you have something there that you haven't put on promotion yet, that's like in that kind of idea, the tracksuity kind of short thing, don't put that in promotion. Just ring Kendy straight away.
But why would you be worried about seeing it? You don't go to the house.
I know, but I could be going outside the house soon enough.
Do you think you'll be let loose?
With hope, Ray. I'm only hoping I can go outside the house and throw it around the town. Do you know?
Yeah. And you'd only love to be doing it in a fancy, what did they call the promotion? All man or something, is it? Or full man?
Full man, I don't know. Yeah, it was, all I know, it was a short, a jumper, and a t-shirt, and it was absolutely gorgeous, Ray. It was beautiful stuff now. And they just got a big load of Calvin Klein. And why are we advertising every business and they're not paying us a cent?
We haven't figured out how to monetize this shit.
We're after promoting about 10 businesses, completely unbeknownst to ourselves.
But I will say to you,
go on.
I will say, they did give us the 2 Santa shirts at Christmas, the time we did the live show.
There we go.
And they were £50 each, and I still feel like we owe that man money.
And they gave us a wallop of vouchers.
And a rake of boxer shorts that we haven't given away yet.
No, there we go.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the quiz at all. Really quick. The quiz happened last Friday. It was great crack. We recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it out whenever I manage to sort through it and make it something.
Yeah. So you're going to, in the next couple of days or maybe a week, you're going to get the best of the quiz that we did, the Zoom quiz we did last week. So let you enjoy that as well. Kendy and Raybo bringing you premium content every week, folks. Don't listen to any other podcast.
Yeah, we mean that now. Don't be listening to other people.
Don't, please.
Yeah.
Don't you love us?
You do.
Are you not our friends? Are we not friends with you? What? Are you telling us we're not friends? Good luck, folks.
Good luck.